Hi guys, I'm back. We left with the last video stating we were going to move our sim Martin in, and here he is. So he's all selected. We've just got to find him a house, and I was thinking about this one here. It's not a bad little house, and as you can see, unfurnished is 12,545 simili, but we're going to go for furnished. I'll leave him with a little bit money, but not much, so we'll purchase that one. We're going to move him in. I really can't speak today, I don't know what's wrong with me. We're going to move him in, and once he's in, we're going to go and start doing the settings for these mods I was talking about, and I'll go into that a little bit more when we're doing it. So we'll just load in here. Hopefully it won't take too long. If it does take too long, I'll just edit the video, so cross fingers that we don't have to. Come on, hurry up. How long does it take to move a sim in? It's not like he's got any furniture to take in with him. There you go. Yeah, yes. I thought I turned all that off actually. Oh, of course. Dippy me. Yes, exit the tutorial. Right, where is he? There he is. Of course, we got all wishy-washy graphics for some reason. Now, I do like to have my house down like that, in that mode. Makes it a little bit easier, and sometimes I just like to have it totally flat, so when you're moving around with a camera it isn't all worrying about the house. But just for now we shall leave it like that. Go and make him sit down, take it off pause, get moving, come on. Okay, here we go. That's the mod, story progression mod, NRaas. That's what you want to search, that's what you want to Yahoo or Google. I hate this phrase, Google every 10 seconds. There is other search engineers out there, try using them. And here we go. It's the first time using this mod in the town. Currently the mod story progression is disabled. Now we want to enable it, so obviously we're going to accept that, right? And I want to keep the age, because I've been messing around with the age settings, so, and I do want to keep them the same. So we're just going to, now this is what I've been thinking about here. The town council expressed dismay regarding the local. So basically, without reading it all the homeless sims will be immediately deleted. That's non-player characters, that's what they're on about. All the sims that are just materialised, who don't really live in houses, are not really part of the neighbourhood, but they're always there. And normally I remove them because they do clutter up the game, but I'm umming and ahhing whether to leave them in or leave them out or leave them in, and I think I'm going to actually delete them. And the reason being is that hopefully it'll help the game progress better and easier without any hassles of stuck sim or this sim or that sim. So we're just going to go and delete them. Alright, now we're going to wait for him to go and sit down. Here you go. Of course the mirror's got to be in the way, and we're going to pause you. All this is just junk, basically telling you what you got, what's done, and that. You start your own game, you'll see it. It's just standard. So, and let's see where the Weatherstone is located. Not too bad. It's by the town hall, which is quite good. Alright then, we'll go back. Minimize, well, Right, so this is his house. The only problem I find with this house is at night it is quite dark, so we might need to have to stick up some lighting in there, more lighting, or just make the deco a bit more lighter. But just for now we're going to leave him on pause, because we're not actually going to play in this video. We are going to go to view map. Now you can see I have all these tags, and some people like to keep these tags on, but I will be taking these off because I just find them myself annoying. It's okay knowing where all the sims are and what they're doing and everything else. Now don't worry, I'm going to put links in the description on where to get information and how to install mods and what to do if you're a newbie and don't know, and also a link to the website for these actual mods. Okay, it's called old age. Once you get old, I'm telling you, your speech goes all over the place. Now, this is where you want to go if you do install these mods. And you'll see I've got MasterController, Story Progression, DebugEnabler, Overwatch and Register. Okay, these are what I use. Now, in MasterController, which we will start off first, and I have got a little list here because I just normally do them. I've never had to think about actually talking about them. What we're going to do is, in MasterController, we're going to go to Settings, and you see where it says Allow Memory Creation. We ain't going to have that. We're going to turn that to false. The reason being is that you don't want these memories. They just take up space and they can end up giving you errors. I mean, it's not a memory of your first baby, it's a memory of your first cooking skill, it's a memory of getting in a car, it's a memory taking a pee in the toilet. Not literally, but you can get where I'm coming from. We don't need them, so I turn them off. If you want to keep them, that's up to you, but they're going off in my game, so we'll accept that. Let's go back again to MasterController, and we're going to go to Sims, Intermedia, and let's hope it's in here. Here we go. See, I know he's updated. There you go. Remove memories. No one should have any memories because the game has only just started, but the fact is memories again clog up your save file, which can end up causing errors because everybody in your town will produce memories, not just the sim that you're playing with, everyone. And I think that's pointless really. Unless I start playing with a sim I could understand. So even though there isn't any, I'm just going to show you. Just press age, just press all. Okay, just press all again and it should work. Yes, I am. See, you're about to delete memories. There isn't any to delete, but as I turned around and said, now we're going to go back, and this time let's see what I can do. I'm going to go to Register this time. As I said, I have wrote these down because I just normally do it, so I have more time to just go, oh, where's this, where's that, where's it gone? We do not want this. We'll remove them, but we will be turning them off later. Okay, there shouldn't be, as I said, there shouldn't be any there, and I have turned off celebrity in the main. So I think that's all the MasterController settings. So let's go back in. We'll go to Register. I think that's where I was, wasn't I? Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Animal Control, where are ya? You see you can have the maximum of deers, raccoons, stray cats, dogs, unicorns, wild horses. I tend to take these down. I'll put it on probably 1 for the deer, raccoon 1, and again it's basically to save on lag and to save memory. Put 2 stray cats, maybe the same with the dog too. If it's going to help your game, it's going to help your game. And 2 wild horses. And that's that. Obviously on the website I would seriously read everything about these mods before you install them into the game. And we're going to go back into register again, and we're going to turn allow tourists to false, and that's them settings. Now the big boys, if you want to call it that, is, go back there, story progression and Overwatch. Overwatch you don't really need to do too much. I haven't even wrote that down. But just go to settings and you'll just see here that it's already practically preset for you. You really don't have to do much, and that basically just cleans up everything, because Sims, if they're in another household and they're watching a TV, or got the stereo on, it's left on, which means it's causing more lag in your game. So I think it's around 3 o'clock in the sim morning the whole town gets cleaned up. And what I mean by cleaned up, the stereos will be turned off, the TVs will be turned off, and if there's any cars just sitting about, they will be removed. They all come back, don't worry, but they will be removed. Now remember, we turned around and said in the last video, if you watched, we were not going to have any cheats, right? So as you can see, testing cheat enabled is false, and we're keeping it on false. But everything else is basically not much needs changing. If you only had Overwatching and nothing else, that would be the best one to have. Alright, so we're just going to leave the settings as they are, and we're going to go back and we're going to go to the main big boy here. Not really much to do with that. It's basically if you really wanted to mess around with stuff, and there's no point going into that. So let's go into general options, I think, and we'll start from the list. Let's see if we can find skills. Let's go back a minute, actually, sorry. See where it says all stories? So you want to go into, I'll start again. Here, general options. You see all stories. Now I take them off. Now the reason why being is because if you left them all on, that's just going to drive you potty. So and so took the toilet today, so and so did some knitting today, so and so did this, that and the other today. I'm not caring, right? All I care about is my own sim. I'm not caring about all the others, because I'm not playing them. If they're there, they're there. They get married, whatever. So they're all going off, right? That's it. None. Now I will check to make sure all the others are still on none. Okay, so we have them. They're off. Testing in EA cheat. Remember, we said we weren't going to have any cheats, so I'll go and turn that off to false. So what else do we have? Turn over. So do apologise. Right, let's go down. What I will do, I'll keep doing this so you know, you get into a habit of this is what you really got to do. General options, romance, which is all the way down there, and we're looking for marriage names, and we're going to turn that to husband, so it all, I can explain this, it will continue the line a lot better than having mix match and not being able to find out whose sim is what sim, when they're married, who they married, and well, that's my understanding of it anyway. So that one's sorted. Then we're going to go again, and we're going to go here, and we're going to go here, and I think it's general options, and we're looking for sim. There we go, and we're looking for town occult. I normally turn this down to about 30. or you can turn it down to 0. This just stops anything like vampires, I think like werewolves and all that stuff. If you don't want basically a supernatural game of any sort, then, and you just want all your Sims that come into the town or are in a town to, you know, stay human, then set it to 0. But I'm not bothered. So, but I don't want it overrun, so I'll tell you what, we'll put it to 20 because I don't want it overrun. There you go. So that's a quick and easy one. Well, let's go back. Again, this is a town hall we're always working from. I think you can do this on a computer as well if you have a computer in your Sims house, but I just go to the town hall and do this. And we're looking for lots. See, the stories are none. I don't want the tags, so we're going to get rid of that. And I should have done that for the Sims as well. So I don't want the tags, but we're still in lots where we want to stay, and we want to go to here, immigration, and we want to, now he's changed this a bit, we want them onto false. I think everything's okay here. Yep, so we'll just keep that. Some of the settings have been changed from when I last played anyway. I wanted to go into Sim, didn't I? Because I didn't want these tags. So I'm going to put none for the tags. There you go. So I'm sorry if this is all over the place. But it says if you I will leave a link, and once it's in, you know, once you've had a look at them and had a good read, and you'll get the gist of what they are. We're going to go into town options now. As you can see, you can allow or not allow, and I do not want celebrities. That is going bye bye. It's pointless. So that has gone, and now we're going to look for, when I can find it. It's always the same when you're trying to find something. You can never find it. Legendary marriage names, and we're going to make that true. And that's that one. And I think that really is it for me. There's probably some I've forgotten, but normally that's what I do. That helps clean up the game. For me anyway, that's how I have the settings. So I will definitely put in the description where to get them and how to get them and blah blah blah. I'm not going to get into all these, it's too much. You've just seen what settings I picked, so if you get them and you want to you know, just follow what you saw me do, then that's fair enough. If you would like to mess around with them more, that's tons of them, but that's normally what I do. There's probably people will probably message and say, oh, but you can do this as well and you can do that, but that's what I do, and I just find it works for me. So as you can see, all here it tells you what I've just done. So I shall get rid of it. There you go. Right, let's get rid of that and let's go back to our sim. And already I feel like the game is running a hell of a lot faster than what it was just a few minutes ago before I started messing around with them settings. So there he is, right there. If you want to see the settings, I Sorry about the screen flickery. Not much I can do about that one. I am playing on a laptop. Right, there's my options. This is what I've got it on just now, and I could put them higher, but I wanted to keep them low because of the filming and everything. Sound, and as I said, so you can always pause if you really want to have a good look. And obviously I'm not using this to record, so that really doesn't matter. And I've kept all the weather on. Oh, that might be a regret, I don't know yet. I might change that actually. And as you can see, I've already took celebrities off here. We've got everything else left on, so basically that's him, and in the next video we can start getting into the nitty gritty of playing him. But I did just want to cover the mods that I used, even though I probably didn't do a very good job of covering them, but you can see what I was doing, and I'd rather you read about what each mod does from the official website than me saying something and I'm absolutely wrong. And so it's always better getting it from the proper source. So for now I'm going to say goodbye, and I shall speak to you in the next video. Please like, subscribe if you want. I hate saying that, but I think it's the best way for me to know if you like the video, and I think subscribing is an easy way of knowing when a new video is coming up, obviously. And any questions, if I can help, I'll try. I will warn you now, I'm not a big sim free expert, so you know, I just like playing. As for wanting to know this and wanting to know that, I don't work for EA, I don't work for the sim free team, so I don't get paid by them. So why should I spend most of my days wanting to know everything about them and their products? I just want to play them. Okay, so guys, take care for now, and I shall speak to you later. Bye.